welcome to Augment. Sorry about the no-show last week. I ended up really sick, and I'm the one with the camera, so nobody else could do the show either. So, unfortunately there wasn't one last week, but there's one this week. There'll be a couple of reviews today, and a new competition, thanks to the guys at Comic Zone. So, stay tuned. You'll be happy to know that Sierra is going to publish a new game after the Ghostbusters franchise, actually written by Dan Aykroyd. It follows the adventures of the Ghostbusters set place after the second movie. So essentially, this game will be Ghostbusters 3.
There's something strange in your neighborhood.
The Ghostbusters are back. Facing some old friends.
He slimed me.
Some new enemies. And their biggest paranormal problem ever.
Wants to know what it's like to draw your own comic? Head over to Top Cow right now because they're looking for new artists. There's currently room for new pencilers, inkers, colorists, and even original story writers. So head on over to www.topcow.com/inside/jobs right now and see if you can get a job with them. Also, some new pictures have been released on the Imagi website showing the first few screenshots of the Gatchaman, which should be coming out in 2009, along with their Astro Boy movie. You may know Imagi's animation from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that was released a couple of years ago. So they look fantastic and I'm looking forward to them. That's all for the news this week. Hope to see you next week. I'm nobody important. See you then. Hello everyone, today's reviews are basically going to be a couple of comic reviews that didn't make it into episode 2. So today I'm going to be reviewing Cable, issue 6, and Geek Monthly, issue 9. Okay, so, Cable, issue 6. I never really got into Cable before. A lot of my friends got into them. One of my best friends really dug all of the things like Punisher and Cable and everything like that. I always found it too graphic, but nowadays with Swazinski doing the stories with these stories, doing the stories for Cable, it's just really good stories. Obviously taking place after the Messiah complex that happened in X-Men, Cable's basically running away with the baby, or the last mutant baby, so they thought. So it's probably got a limited storyline, and they'll probably run out of ideas by around about the 20th issue. You're probably going to see repeated ideas through it or something, which I certainly hope not, because at the moment it really is looking good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going. And now that Swazinski's doing the Iron Fist, that should be a really good story as well. I was a little worried in some of the earlier issues, because there was a lot of faults. I kept on finding, like, oh, that's written wrong and stuff like that, and the artwork's a little strange. It's a little odd to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's really nice artwork. It's more of a Cyclops comic in issue 6, rather than being a Cable comic though. It's all about Cyclops' emotions, so it doesn't really further the story forward any. But it's still a good read. It fills in a lot of questions. You know, Cyclops is his dad, so obviously he's going to want to know what's going on, and he's worried that he's made a wrong decision. So it's a really interesting read. If you haven't gotten it yet, pick this up. It's really worth checking out. Okay, Geek Monthly. I got this basically because I wanted a magazine to start reading, and I was really surprised. Ever since the first issue, I've actually been able to read the entire magazine all the way through. And I've really been enjoying it. Obviously I'm a bit of a geek, otherwise I wouldn't even be doing this. So getting this sort of thing and finding other people with similar interests, and it's an amazing read with everything, and I'm just really surprised that it keeps on going and keeping its original standards. You know, it hasn't faltered, and you start getting really boring reviews and you're like, oh, I don't want to read about Christina Ricci being in Speed Racer or anything like that. Somehow they still manage to make things like this interesting. So if you haven't picked up an issue of Geek, I suggest you start with this one, because this one, it has all of the stuff with Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars. So if you're into the Star Wars stuff, it has science-y type things in it, you know, basically just sort of news. It's basically, if I made this show into a magazine, it would be Geek. So if you haven't gotten it yet, pick up an issue of Geek. It's well worth it. You won't regret it. Okay, that's all the reviews this week. Thanks to the guys at Comic Zone, who obviously I buy all of these fantastic comics from. Stay tuned, because they have actually given us a whole pile of stuff to give away. So there's going to be a competition. So here it comes. Thanks to the guys at Comic Zone, we have some wonderful prizes to give away this week. First place will be winning a signed copy of Robots, Strange Times number 1 and 2, The Myopians, New Gen, Contract issue 0, and Snake Pit number 16. For second place winners, you will get a copy of Contract issue 0, New Gen part 3 of 6, and a trade paper of The Hunter. For third place winners this week, we have a Flash ring, a Green Lantern ring, and a Wonder Woman badge up for grabs. And all you have to do to be in the running for this contest is to answer one simple question. List 3 Marvel movies that Stan the Man Lee has appeared in. Now this may sound rather simple, but you are not allowed to repeat a movie. So say he was in Rambo, you're not allowed to say he was in Rambo 1, Rambo 2 and Rambo 3, you're only allowed to say he was in Rambo. By the way, he wasn't. Okay, so the competition is open until the 24th of August. All you have to do is either email us at augment@live.com.au or leave a message at the bottom of this YouTube video. Or if you have no other choice but snail mail, please send to PO Box 29, Rockingham City, Western Australia 6168. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for, so I hope you enjoyed the show, however brief it was. Get those answers coming in. If you have any questions or anything like that, please send to either augment@live.com.au or PO Box 29, Rockingham City, Western Australia 6168. Thanks again to the guys at Comic Zone in Perth. Please go to them for all of your comic needs. They are excellent. Hopefully next week, if they agree, we will be doing a live shoot from there. So stay tuned, see you next week. Bye.